Hi everyone, Ashley here. So Zoho Desk got a really big update back in February. I've been so busy, I haven't really had time to cover it in an earlier message, so I'm just getting to it now. And likewise, I haven't really got time to go in and set up all of the new features and try everything out. So I thought rather than do nothing, I wanted to let you know that there has been some updates. So I'll just go through the blog post on this one, and I can just talk to you about some of the changes that have happened that will be relevant, well, may be relevant to you. So let's scroll down here to the first thing, AI. Everything's AI now. Every Zoho application is integrating with ChatGPT and bringing all the lovely ChatGPT goodness to Zoho. So one of the things that it will do now is it can predict the ticket category, it looks like here, the issue type. It can predict certain information on your tickets by reading the ticket and trying to understand what the context of it is. Just asterisks here as well. If you are interested in that feature, you probably, I haven't looked at this in detail, but you'll probably need an OpenAI subscription as well, which is not expensive at all. Well, I suppose depending on the volume of tickets that you're getting, but it's really not that expensive. And I'm basing that assumption on all the other AI stuff that we've seen so far with Zoho has all been based on plugging into ChatGPT and OpenAI. So the next thing on the list is blueprints. So blueprints is a really handy feature which allows you to kind of put stabilizers or like guide rails on the way you want your staff to manage the work. So normally it's based on status fields. We've got this, I'm saying that because we've got this feature in Zoho CRM and some other applications as well. And it basically allows you to say, if we're in this status, the next thing we can do is this or this. And you can't change, that means you can't change as a user the status to anything that's outside of that configuration or the outside of those settings. So there's an example just here of that. There's a flow diagram, and this is how it looks when you set up a blueprint. And this is really great because there's normally a standard way of dealing with things, and if you let people do whatever they want, they normally will. But by doing blueprints, you can steer them in the right direction and make sure that they go through all of the things they're supposed to go through. So that's a really nice feature to have as well. Round robin sequential assignment, that's just nice. If you have got a team of people who's working on your support, you can have things assigned out to them in a fairly fair manner, that it's just, you know, you then me, then you then me, that kind of thing. Which is great. That's just a nice quality of life thing to have. Custom support plans and contracts. So there were contracts in this product before. So you could create a contract and you could associate a customer with a contract, and you could link SLAs to contracts. But they seem to have just developed that a little bit further. I haven't read this in great detail, but they seem to have just made that more, if you're running a business where you're charging people for support, they've made it easier to do that and easier to manage that and easier to prioritize issues that come in based on the contracts or support packages that you've got in place. So that's really, really good as well. Customization, custom modules. In the CRM, you are able to create custom modules, which are essentially little databases in themselves of lists of information, related information. So now you can do that in Zoho Desk as well. So a good example of this could be a list of assets. So probably when your customers call up, if you're doing IT support, it may be that they are calling about a particular asset that's having a problem, and by having a database or a module which lists all of the assets, you can link the tickets to those, or the issues and tickets to those assets, and that also lets you do reporting. See if there's a problem with a particular thing that it keeps having tickets raised against it. So that's a really good feature as well. Lookup fields, this is another thing that we've had in CRM for a while, just lets you link modules together. So like that, in a support ticket, you can have a lookup to another module, such as assets, and pick an asset that's related to this customer. So that's an interesting one as well. Validation rules, so you can make sure that people are entering data in a specific way every time. That's nice to have. Quality of life thing there as well. Another one, pick list color coding. Another nice thing to have, just to, you know, if something's open, it could be red. If it's closed, it could be green. That's just a nice little feature to have. Ticket ID customization, another nice just quality of life thing. We've got, this is a really big one now, parent-child ticketing. So let's say you are, and again, I'm going back to the idea of running a technical support business or some kind of IT business, but this could apply to lots of industries. You've got an issue with something. There's an application and it stopped working, and you're supporting 50 people, and gradually each person starts to call in or email in or use a web form to raise an issue that this application's not working. So in the past, that would have been 20 tickets. There was no way to relate them. But now we can have a master ticket or a parent ticket, and then we can connect all of those following issues or all those following tickets to that parent ticket. And that means we can also send out, I know from reading this that we can send out a mass communication to everyone affected to say that it's resolved or to give further updates. It also means when we close the parent ticket, we can close all the child tickets as well. So it's absolutely something that was needed in this system, and now we have it. So that's really, really good. Scheduling replies. You've probably seen this in your emails that you can schedule replies. Well, now you can do it here as well. Mass reply I just mentioned. Data administration, so there's some auditing features available. They've introduced a sandbox environment, so if you're not sure what that is, this is another thing that exists in Zoho CRM, that you've got your system set up, but you could change something and it would impact everyone using the system, especially if you change something and it didn't go as you had intended it to go. Now everyone using the system, all of your support staff, now have an issue. With the sandbox environment, it's a copy of your app, but you can make changes there. Just check that nothing bad happened, and then once you're happy, you can push those changes into your production environment, into the environment or the app that everyone is using. So that's a great feature to have as well. System encryption on fields has been added, so that's good. Attachment controls, so you can specify what type of attachments people can upload into the system. And then it mentions here as well the mobile experience has been improved. Just a reminder that pretty much all of the Zoho applications have a mobile app as well, for Android and for Apple. So definitely worth having those apps if you're using the web application a lot. And I think that is pretty much all of the things that are going to be relevant to you guys. Everything else here is not going to be relevant. So that's it. I hope that has been useful to you guys. If you've got any questions about this, if there's something specific that you're looking to do, then please let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. Talk to you soon. Bye.